Hi y'all, it's me, Six Figgy Chiggy, aka Chiggy, and welcome to my very first YouTube video. I've been wanting to do this for a while, but I'm shy, but I'm not shy no more. So yeah, as you can see by the title, the first video that I'm going to be making is what I learned in my first year at NYU, or what I wish I knew before I went to NYU. A little mixture of both. But yeah, let's get started. A couple disclaimers. First one is, sorry if I keep looking at the viewfinder. I'm not used to this. I just want to see what I look like. Second disclaimer is, I did go to NYU during the coronavirus pandemic, so it will be a little bit different for somebody who's just now coming in, and there's some things that I haven't experienced yet, so we're both gonna be like learning together. Another thing is, there won't be a lot about like clubs or parties or nightlife or any of that, because like I said, I went during Corona. So the first point is transportation. With NYU, you're gonna be walking a lot. Like, you're gonna be walking blocks, you're gonna be walking miles, you're gonna be walking like 20-30 minutes every day, and it's gonna feel like nothing. But if you don't like to walk, you kind of gotta get used to it. Like, it's really the main mode of transportation. For the subway, you could always take the subway. I took the subway a lot. It's good to know your local stop. I lived in Palladium, so my local stop was Union Square, 14th Street. But just for your general safety, it's important to know your local stop. The way that I tried to orient myself was learning the map of Manhattan. So the avenues go from east to west. I'm gonna insert it like a map right here. The avenues go from east to west, and then the streets go from south to north, ascending, and the east side and the west side are separated by Broadway. So if you know like these basic facts, it makes it a little bit easier. Like if you get lost or anything, still try to have your phone slowly charged anytime you go out in case you need like maps. NYU has a bus system, so you can always take the bus. They have like the schedule on their website and stuff. And then there's the local bus, which I don't take because it's confusing. I'm like, why would I take the bus when I go out? Or take the subway? No? Yeah. So as for your personal safety, it can be a little bit scary, especially if you're a girl, but there's a lot of things you can do to protect yourself. Like you could get pepper spray, or honestly I really recommend getting like a weapon, like pepper spray or a taser or a pocket knife, just something you can protect yourself with. Don't walk alone at night if you can help it, because there's some crazy people out there. What I do is I go and find my friends, and like me and one of my friends who lives close by, we share locations with each other, and like we get a notification anytime one of us like gets home. So that's like another way that you can just make sure that there's somebody who can account for you and your safety. So my next point is the price. Everybody knows NYU is expensive, school's expensive, the city itself is expensive. So honestly, before you come here, it's really best to save some money, get a summer job, do whatever you have to do to save money before you come here, because most of the time when we go out, we're like eating out, so that's always, you know, pretty expensive. It adds up. But another thing is, don't be afraid to harass financial aid. I'm gonna say it again. Because if you need money, that's literally what they're there for. Appeal to financial aid, ask for scholarships, any type of monetary help, because that's what they're there for, to help. Okay, next part is some general school things. The first thing, this is near and dear to my heart. Do not miss registration, because that's how you end up with shitty classes. I know from personal experience. Don't miss registration. If you go on Albert, there's a shopping cart where you can put your classes before, so you can plan it out. Use that. put that on the screen too. Use that, pick your classes, and don't end up with shitty teachers like me. Sadly, a lot of the teachers are a little bit mediocre, but some of them are really like understanding and compassionate. So don't be afraid to go to a teacher if you feel like you're struggling or need some time or help or an extension or anything like that. Honestly, college is really no joke. Like, it gets difficult fast. So really try and stay on top of things. Try and continue to make school your priority. If you want to see results, you gotta put in work, period. And don't feel discouraged if your grades aren't as good as they were in high school, because like it's a very challenging, it's a very difficult course load. Like, it's hard. Don't beat yourself up about not getting straight A's. Like, you're fine. Okay, so another thing is use every resource that you are given, every resource available. You're paying for it. I'm gonna look at my phone because I don't want to miss anything, because this is like what I feel is very important. There's lots of places to study on campus, on both the Brooklyn campus and the Manhattan campus. Use them. There's lots of counselors for academic and emotional support, so if you ever feel like you need a little bit extra help, not from teachers, you can go to your counselor, you can go to any counselor. And like I said earlier, there's also financial resources, aka the financial aid office, so if you need help with that. There's tutoring. If you're struggling with a class, the ULC or University Learning Center tutors are always available. You just set up an appointment and meet with them, and they're actually like really helpful, especially with STEM classes. The Wazerman Center is available in Palladium. If you need career help, they do interview, practice, job fairs, internships, like all things career development is done there. So if you need that, go there. Your tuition pays for all of these things, so never hesitate to go and get the resources that you're paying for, period. Last but not least, the most important part is to take care of your mental health. Things can get very stressful, and it's a huge transition between high school and college, especially if you're moving out of state like me. Make sure to continue talking to your friends and family from home. They're going to be a very important support system for you. And also, don't isolate yourself from your friends that you make at school. I made a lot of great friends this year, and even when I was feeling down in the dumps, they were there for me. Stay open. Don't be afraid to meet new people. You're going to meet lots of people on campus, lots of people around the city. And if it ever does come to a point where you really need professional help, the school offers therapy, and you can get connected with a therapist outside of NYU as well. And when things get overwhelming, just remember that you're only 18 or 19. Like, this is supposed to be one of the least stressful moments of your life. Just remember that in the grand scheme of things, you still have a lot of time to figure your shit out, and don't feel so pressured to decide where your life is supposed to go. And most importantly, don't ever feel like you don't belong. You earned your spot in NYU, and you belong there just as much as the next student. Don't ever feel like you're not good enough or smart enough to be there. You earned it, and you're fully deserving of your spot at NYU. And never forget that. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure to subscribe and comment what your major is and what year you are, and if you're coming to NYU. And stay tuned for more videos like this if you like what you see.